In the same manner that you cannot do that for age-restricted housing, like senior housing, the federal law doesn't allow you to do that.
And Dan, when we first started tonight, you told us the options that we have, one of them being to move this forward favorably or unfavorably. I feel like you said we could suggest revisions, changes to
Yes.
things. Okay, and this comment is something Ben Wilson said, that those of us who are appointed feel like we're more intelligent than those who are elected. I beg to differ. I'm shaking in my boots because I signed up for something having no idea what I was getting myself into. I'm just like you all. I'm a property owner in an unincorporated area of Montgomery County, and I love where I live. And I'm trying to do the right thing by this community. So I'm just gonna ask you all to bear with me, as I have a lot of questions. I feel like, you know, the days that we've had to look over this, as a layperson, I don't get it. I have questions, and I would love to just sit in Dan's office and ask a lot of questions and spend some time learning about this so that I feel like I'm doing the job that I was appointed to do. So for that reason, I would make a motion that we make no recommendation.
We'll have a vote on this first, and then we'll go from there. That's good to have before.
Well, I would just say, certainly this has not come about overnight. This started with a comprehensive plan that took a lot of months to get to the comprehensive plan, to get to the finished product. There were several public meetings, several times when the public could come out and voice their opinion. I think that I can speak for all county councilmen and county commissioners in that they welcome phone calls, they welcome a visitor, they welcome an email to ask questions, to voice concerns at any given point. And if I'm misspeaking for the commissioners of the council, I apologize, but after spending 8 years on the county council, I know that that was something that we all, at that time, really appreciated was public input. Having said that, I do appreciate everybody showing up tonight and giving their input. I've received some emails over the last few weeks with public input, both for and against different items that we're talking about tonight. So I would say it's almost a shame that it comes to such an emotional topic of discussion to get people involved in their community. Having said that, it seems strange to me that some of those who are voicing concerns about zoning in general choose to live within inside the 2-mile radius of Crawfordsville. And those people don't get a say. They can't vote for those people who make the appointments on that board of zoning. So they get zero say for that 2-mile radius in which they live in. But yet they choose to live there for the protections that are provided under the zoning ordinances. Some of the small towns have decided to adopt the 4-mile jurisdiction, and I'm not overly familiar with that, so I'm not going to speak a long time about that. But it is similar. We're wanting some protection. People want protection today to protect their property rights. I've heard a lot of people who have come to me and said, if we have zoning, you're going to take away my property rights. And I say, you're stealing my land. Without zoning, you're taking away my property rights. Because anybody can do anything as my neighbor without those zoning ordinances. And you have that right to decrease my property, and that's wrong, in my opinion. I've heard people say many times, we should put all of this on a ballot. We heard it tonight. We live in a great country. America is a great place to live. America is a republic, not a democracy. We elect officials to make decisions. If we put everything on a ballot that came up as a controversial issue, the ballot would be thicker than this every time we went to the polls, if people even showed up to go to the polls. we have a hard enough time today getting people to show up to vote, getting people to show up to add public comment, to get involved. Our founding fathers had some pretty good ideas way back in the day, and I still applaud them every day for the decisions that they made, the hard decisions that they made. I believe as a community, I've grown up in Montgomery County. I've lived in Montgomery County my entire life. I own a business in Montgomery County. I could choose to do the things that I do in my business in any community, in any state in the nation. What I do, I can do anywhere. I choose to do it here because I love the community. I choose to do it here because it's a great place to live. I've seen a lot of division in our community over the last several years, and it's disturbing to me. I grew up in what I would consider a community that if you disagreed with someone, you could have a conversation about it, and at the end of the day, if you still disagreed, well, you still disagreed. And over the last few years, I've seen people who disagree and ruin friendships, ruin families over disagreements that I think ought to be a conversational piece. Everybody is entitled, everybody in the world is entitled to their opinion, and no opinion is more important than any other. And to Ben's point, none of us are any smarter than any of you all out there. I can assure you that I have read through this, I've done the research on a lot of items. It's no surprise to some of you who have known me for very long that I've been a proponent of Montgomery County zoning for a long time. I believe that this zoning ordinance is probably as relaxed of a zoning ordinance as I've ever seen. It's about compromise, folks. And I think it's time that, as a county, we look at the idea of compromise, and not everybody anywhere can have everything they want. You can't have your cake and eat it too. And I firmly believe that this is a good compromise for our community. I think that that we have before us a plan that was put together by our community. Were some groups represented more highly than others? Possibly. But everybody had that opportunity. Everybody had that opportunity to come to those meetings and voice their opinion. And as when I was an elected official, and now I'm an appointed person on this board, I listen to the people that talk to me, that tell me their concerns. I have always done that. I will continue to do that. There are times that I seek out people's opinions. Quite honestly, it's impossible for me as an appointed official to seek out the opinions of the 38,000 people in Montgomery County. That's impossible to do. I think it's time that we stop saying no zoning just for the fact that we don't want zoning. I think it's time that we look at the ordinance, actually read it and see what it actually entails before we decide, you know what, this might be a good thing for our community to move forward. Certainly, if this passes, there are going to be some people that are upset. If it doesn't pass, there's going to be people that are upset. Montgomery County will move on, one way or the other. That's all I have to say.
I'd like to follow up here. You know, this is all about our community and our community's input into this process takes away the assumptions. You know, we've heard forever that nobody in this community wants zoning, and well, that's not true. That's not true. People could say that forever, but until we went through this comprehensive plan process, now we know the facts. We know the facts and exactly what people want. They want to grow this economy in this group. They want this to be a viable place for their kids to come back to. 2 of my 3 kids moved away for opportunity. I would love to not have the young man from Wabash go off somewhere else. You know, we have the opportunity. We are in a pivotal place in this community. Pivotal place. We can go backwards or we can go forwards. We have a choice. Not every community has it. Not every county has that ability. But we are right next to 3 counties that are some of the fastest growing in the state. And our population hasn't changed in 25 years. Our kids are moving away. What's it going to take to do that? We're going to have to take active steps to grow our economy. We have to get more people here. If you want the retail options that everybody say they do, different and more retail options, then you're going to have a few more people here to do it. They're not coming unless there's more people here. What's it going to take to grow our population to 5,000 people? It's going to take having a vision and some tools in place to get there. That's what the people want. That's what we're doing. This is the step to that. We don't have housing here for 5,000 people to come to Montgomery County. Why are there not residential developers here? Because there's no protection for them. Residential developers will not come here unless there's some ordinances, zoning to protect them. I just wanted some of them to help us with this plan. If we know that the opportunity to grow our populations here, then help us make this create a plan that you're going to want to be a part of. They said, well, I'm not going to invest in your community without some protection. So you won't even help us build a plan? No, they're not going to waste their time. When it gets to this point right here, this is the hard part right here. This is when you take that line in the sand and you say, we're moving forward. We're moving forward. I appreciate every one of you being here, but this isn't the majority of this county. This isn't the majority of this county in this room. It talks about the people reaching out. I get, I don't know how many calls, how many emails, how many messages a day. Thank you for moving our community forward. Thank you for creating an opportunity. That's what we're doing here. That's how important this is. Without these ordinances, developers are not coming to this community, and we're not going to grow. If you want the county council to continue raising your taxes like they did last year, then do nothing. Unless you want services to start going away. Cost of services aren't going down. So the only other option, if you're not going to grow, is to continue to raise our taxes. You know? I think the opportunity is to grow the revenue. So, anyway, anyone else have any input?
I do. By the way, as far as what the county council did for 2019, your tax rates went down, they didn't go up. We did what we had to do a couple of years ago because previous councils would not do it. So we had to do what we had to do to meet expenses. And to answer Lynn's question, I read the application for the Okra grant. It says right in there that they agree to all of the HUD Housing Authority rules and regulations before they sign that contract. That's what it said right there, and there's a copy of it down at the auditor's office. You can go look at it, and it's about that thick, but you can find it in here. So, yeah, the budget is reflecting that growth that we're having right now in public defenders, the jail, the court systems, and all that stuff.
Thank you, Terry.
Oh, and to answer Aaron's, yeah, I live in a 2-mile zone. I ignore the city of Crawfordsville, and I'll tell you why. In 1983, I bought some property, 40 acres, approximately where I live. In 85, I moved 2 house trailers in there. I got a letter from the city saying I was violating their laws. I didn't know that. So we moved in June. I went to see the city in October, got a 6-month permit to live in house trailers while I built my house. Meanwhile, a gal from the city came out, asked me where I was going to build a house. I said, probably right over there. She said, you can't, that's a flood zone. I said, okay, come here. I took her over to the edge of the hill and pointed to the creek 100 feet down. I said, if that creek floods my house, there won't be nothing left to cross. And they have not bothered me since. I built a house, car, garage, and I get the county permits and I move on. So I guess if they want to come back on me now, they can, but they're going to. But I had to answer that. Thanks.
I think the takeaway from that is they haven't bothered you, and that's the way this is written as well. If you're ag, you're going to stay ag. Anyway, I obviously disagree with Terry's vision of the future of this community, and I think it's very bright, and we do not need to continue to raise our taxes just to live there.
We know.
I would, anybody else?
Call for the question.
All right. Been a motion on the floor to adopt or give a favorable recommendation to the commissioners. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Nay.
Have
Mr.
a hand
Chairman,
vote?
Mr. Chairman, I abstain.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to have a hand vote. All in favor, raise your right hand. Those opposed? Okay, and one abstain. Okay. With that, then there will be no recommendation sent to the commissioners, is that right?
That motion just fails. You can
Okay.
make a motion for no recommendation, or somebody can make a motion for an unfavorable.
Okay.
I move on the no recommendation.
I have a second. All in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? Okay. We'll send a no recommendation back to the commission.
What was the vote on the, vote on the no recommendation, was it?
4, 3, and 1.
No, on the no recommendation, I didn't see Mr. Hopkins vote.
No recommendation?
For no recommendation,
And the no recommendation means what?
that the planning commission takes no position on good, positive or negative.
Okay. Okay, I take a negative position on it, so how should I vote?
I can't tell you a vote,
No, I just vote no.
a no recommendation is not unfavorable. If you're unfavorable, then you can vote no to that question. But we just need to record all the votes.
Okay.
So did everybody else vote yes with a 7-1 then?
That's right.
Okay. We have a certification to that effect, so I should sign it before you go.
Okay. Any other business to come before the planning commission tonight? I'd entertain a motion to adjourn. Second. Adjourn.